XRP as a cryptocurrency is primarily used for cross-border transactions. Typically, people, when they send money from America to their home country, they use MTOs, such as Western Union. That's a money transfer operator. They tend to be more costly. They tend to take a lot of time to settle. A lot of times, the way people transfer money, of course, from one country to another is through a corresponding bank. And again, they take time and they can be quite costly. The corresponding banks run on something called the SWIFT system, and we're going to talk about that in a little while. But let's talk about what is a crypto asset. A crypto asset is an item or an asset that runs on a blockchain. It can be a currency, it could be a non-fungible token, it could be a fungible token. XRP is a cryptocurrency, so a cryptocurrency is a subset of a crypto asset. And I mentioned blockchain. Blockchain is a distributed ledger system, whereas it's no central point of failure, or it's not a hub and spoke. Blockchains have a way of resolving issues and selecting which is the right solution for the particular, which is the right answer on a blockchain. Now, they're peer-to-peer, and the way to think of it is a distributed ledger system on each computer. So there may be 30 computers in the network, and they'll all have identical information. So, for example, if, let's say in the olden days, one farmer might keep the ledger for the entire town. If he did something fraudulent with that ledger, everybody would be in trouble. So then it would make sense then that everyone keep a copy of that ledger. And if on a blockchain, if you think about, if you entered a bank and you saw glass cases with an item in it, and I remove the item from that glass case, everybody would know it. There'd be no way I could deceive the blockchain. Over the blockchain runs XRP, and XRP runs on the blockchain is called Ripple, and it was founded in 2012 and originally called OpenCoin, not to be confused with the other OpenCoin. And it had 100 billion tokens, 100 billion currency in tokens, and it uses, in order to come to a final solution or the right truthful answer, it uses a consensus protocol. And the consensus protocol is where the members of the blockchain decide on which element is true. And XRP has its own consensus protocol that it uses. The other issue with XRP is that its potentially competitor could be a stablecoin, because they pretty much act the same way. What Ripple and XRP has done is they produced their own stablecoin called RPCA, which is a stablecoin which is meant to compete in the stablecoin industry. However, if you really look through the detail, a stablecoin could be a competitor against XRP. They practically do the same thing. If you think about it, stablecoins may even have an advantage over XRP, being that they run on either on Ethereum or Solana, and both of those blockchains have been accepted by the banking industry as far as ETFs. So eventually what's going to happen is there's not going to be one of these is going to be a loser. There's either going to be XRP and the stable coins will collide, because if you think of it honestly, they're both doing the same thing. Now, if you like the video, please give me a thumbs up and have a good day.